This PSA was brought to you by the Peter G Show.
You may have second thoughts after the show.
Don't drink the faucet.
We're really talented. We should get Oscars.
Just pick out a f***ing car, for Christ's sake.
No, hi, my name is Peter. I want. Here's good.
Yeah.
Madam Perry.
I need to get back in the genie bottle.
Louis from Pennsylvania, you're on.
He likes it.
It's showtime.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad, Peter G Show.
That's right, it is showtime. Right here, right now, Wednesday. How the hell is everybody? I'm in a good mood. I like to say I'm kind of always in a good mood, but sometimes life just gets to you. You know what I mean? It's hard. Life is not easy. But at the end of the day, it's like, got to keep moving forward. Must keep moving forward. These things are starting to get loose. Time for new ones. Either way, I hope you're all doing well. Hey, it's starting to get dark out earlier. I know you're all loving that. Said no one ever. Fall is in the air. Nice weather. I don't know where you're at, but we're having some great weather, but that's what we pay for over here. Most of the time. Can't have it every single day, but it is pretty damn good, I'll tell you that much. But it's getting hard to keep. Hope everybody's doing well. We got a great show for you tonight. We do. At least I think so. You know, but I digress. One thing I've learned is I definitely can't please everybody. And especially in the times that we are living in right now, it is getting nearly impossible. And you know why. Election, election, election. I love you. I hate him. If you love him, unfriend me. Blah, blah, blah. Can't we all just get along? I get some really weird comments. I really do. I don't know. Maybe it was about 2-3 weeks ago. I made an analogy. I tried to break it down on like fifth grade terms. You know, it's like, are you smarter than a fifth grader, right? Hey, Donna. Hey, Donna. Donna from up north. I try to break things down once in a while. Keep it as simple, simple, stupid. Let's keep it simple. I'm trying to unburden what has been done. But sometimes, again, no matter what you do, there's going to be somebody who's got to chime in. And I'm really getting to this point, and I'm going, it's like, you can't be that stupid, can you? I'm not calling you stupid. But it's just mind-boggling. Now, I understand there's a lot of people who don't pay attention. When somebody makes a comment, I made a comment comparing Brussels sprouts. Now, why the hell I said, you know, I don't like Brussels sprouts, but just because I don't like Brussels sprouts, and maybe you love Brussels sprouts, I'm not going to dislike you for it. That's what I said, something along that lines. And man, oh man, it's like no matter what, somebody's got to be, and I don't read comments. I caught my eye. I was doing something else because I can't read comments. There's too many, and you learn to just stay away from them. Everybody fight amongst yourselves and love amongst yourselves, however you want to do it. But this person just said, I can't believe a person who uses Brussels sprouts as a comparison to blue and red. It's like, I don't want to compare blue and red, period. We should not be comparing blue and red. We're all human beings with red blood. We should all be in this together. But unfortunately, by design, this is what's happening to us, you know, but I don't like it. I don't. But but here we are. So I'm trying to make the best of it. I try to lay some things out on the table for you out of a courtesy. But again, for many, not a whole lot, but a good group I want to say I'm thinking probably 20% just don't get it. Brainwashed to the max and refuses no matter what you show them or whatever. And again, if I'm wrong, I got a phone number. You guys can call me and tell me what I'm doing. Tell me what's wrong. I mean, I'll gladly write to me. Say, I want to talk to you, Peter. I'll talk to you. Maybe you can set me straight. Maybe I'm missing something, but nobody ever does. Nobody ever does. I'm not right all the time, but I try to find some pertinent information. Go, look, stop buying into this crap. Tonight, we're going to specialize in that. I'm laying out a bunch of things that people have taken in hook, line, and sinker. And if you want to believe that crap, go right ahead. But I'm telling you to your face, showing you to your face, and ears and eyes, it's a lie. Stop it. But yet, the brainwashing, you just keep on pounding it into people's heads, and eventually it becomes truth. Has to be. The news said it. It's hard to take in. Again, I get it. It's hard to take in that like our own government and things like that would be doing this kind of stuff to us. But yeah, they are. And boy, do I have thanks to my good friend Tim Kramer finding it and pulling it out. But I got a little tidbit on the old Coverini. You think that was real? It just happened by accident? Our own WEF is going to tell you that they did it on purpose. But I'll show you. Coming up tonight, a lot of stuff. But first, let's do a little bit of water cooler talk. Let's have a little chat by the water cooler. Let me get some. Hang on one second. It's all me tonight, folks. So I hope you're paying attention. Feel free to comment. If you're on YouTube live, you can comment. If you're on the official Peter G Show page live, only the official Peter G Show page live, I can see the comments. And on LinkedIn, I can see the comments. If you're commenting on the other Facebook pages and stuff like that, I will not see them more than likely until after the show. Maybe. Depends. But comment. Tell me what's up. I'll read them. Try to. But anyway, let's do a little water cooler talk. Oh. Smooth. It's going to be a good night tonight. Good night every night. I need you guys. I'm going to flat out just tell you right now. The only way that we're growing has been by people who really understand and appreciate what I do. Again, you can't win them all. I don't care. But for those who appreciate what I do, I need you to share. I need more subscribers. YouTube throttles me down. TikTok pulls stuff. YouTube, again, I was away last week. If you didn't notice, probably didn't. I was away. And even while I'm away, I'm YouTube. They pulled down another show from 2020, 4 years ago. They pulled down another one because that's when I was freely talking about the old, Jabberini and Coverini and Coverina and Covididski. And they're pulling down these shows. Like, who cares anymore? But they're still at it. So don't tell me that they're not, there's not things going on and they're not throttling. I know they're throttling me down. I had somebody write me. They sent it to the show email, info@petergshow.com. And she said, Peter, I've tried to do this or that on your Facebook official page and nothing's going through. I mean, Facebook's been pretty fair with me, but every once in a while they get a little bug in their butt too. All of them. If I was talking about puppies and, I don't want to talk about cats and dogs. But I'm going to tonight. It's another thing. We're going to have some fun tonight. I love bringing the truth out. But if I was doing just a generalized show, I probably wouldn't have any problems. But the thing is, life is too important right now. And I'm in the arena. I swore I'd never do this kind of stuff. But, here I am every Wednesday, like clockwork, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. on the East Coast, right here, Life of Peter G, God willing. And I'm doing what I feel I need to do. And I'm hoping that some of you appreciate it and would share it. I need your help. This is the only way we grow. We don't spend a ton on advertising. I don't buy likes. I get these things from Instagram. Everybody wants to make me do better and this and that for a price. It's like, we're going to do this. I do this organically. We do it. Either you like me. I'm not going to twist anybody's arm. You don't think I'm your cup of tea? Move on. Not a problem. I'm not going to hate you for it. It's the way it is. Can't like everything, especially Brussels sprouts. But if you do, God bless you. But anyway, I would appreciate it. Okay, I say that, I take the minute to do it, and again, you can find us. We're on on demand. If you missed the live shows, a lot of people say, Peter, I really like watching your show live, but I missed it last week. I go, well, go catch the show. It's on demand. You can find it on any of the platforms: YouTube, your Facebooks, your LinkedIn's, Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey. There's 11 different platforms. I don't have the list in front of me. I should know it by heart, but in the heat of the moment. Anyway, just watch the show. But they go, yeah, but I like watching it live. I get it, but you're missing out on good stuff. There's over 400 shows. And again, for those of you who are busy, I know it takes a lot of dedication to sit and watch for an hour plus. Right, Donna? But if you're dedicated, God bless you. I love you. But you don't always have the time. If you're on the road driving, you're at the gym, you're walking, getting exercise, you're at work, and work is boring. Put an earbud in your ear, right there. Put an earbud in your ear. Google Peter G Show podcast, the audio version. I like the video, but the audio version's great. Next best thing to be in here. And just pick. We're on like 26 different platforms. Your, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, all the majors. It's free. Just take it and at least listen. I'm telling you, most of the shows transfer audibly pretty good. Sometimes when I'm playing these videos, what you need to watch, but you still get the picture because I pretty much talk about before, during, and after. That's it. Okay? Please. Thank you. So anyway, back to the water cooler talk. Anybody catching on old P. Diddy? He's in a big, deep water cooler. How could you have such a good life and do so wrong? Here we are. We thought he was this great, producer, artist, all this stuff, and all the corruption's coming out now. It's going to come, and he's got names, and who knows what's going to happen. But P. Diddy, they finally indicted him, and they finally arrested him yesterday. Was it yesterday? He's up the creek. He's up the creek. He's the one having to take the fall. And is he going to turn over, and is he going to start naming names, or is something going to mysteriously, is he going to do a Jeffrey Epstein? He just hung himself while the guards fell asleep. Oh, and the camera didn't work in that room either. Go figure. But he's indicted for sex trafficking, racketeering, blackmail, violence, kidnapping, bribery. I mean, all within like Universal records, and I mean, there's some deep stuff going on, and it's all going to come out. And that's just tip of the iceberg of all the crap that goes on. And we know nothing about it. We're just oblivious. All these people become stars. And it's like, there's a price for everything. That's why I'm not a star. It's like, screw you. Do it all the hard way. I know I'm working uphill. But man, oh man, he had everything. Jets, houses in different places. Never having to worry about money. But no. He did a lot of bad things. They're saying he had video cameras in every single room in every single house of every house he's owned, and having these drug parties and videotaping all kind of people doing all kind of things and holding them for blackmail. Seems to be the going thing nowadays, right? Epstein and him, and I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but is it all worth it? Because look what happens in the end. It's just shameful. But anyway, yeah, he's up the creek. So we'll be seeing what's going on with him pretty soon, or what happens to him, because I'm sure he's got the scoop on a lot of people, Hollywood, and then some. Also, back when the pandemic hit, and they were giving out all kinds of checks and stimulus checks, and you were getting unemployment checks. There was tons of scams going on. California alone, and this is why I love California, but I hate our California government. I do. I'm getting ready to toss in the towel. But during the unemployment period of the pandemic and all that, California got scammed for was it over $11 billion? I want to say 20. But there was something else. No, they lost $20 billion on money from the homeless. They just lose money. We don't know where it's at. It's unaccounted for. but they got scammed. Like people in prison were filing unemployment claims under dead people's names and things like that and getting checks. It's like, how stupid can you be? You have a division, an unemployment department. You know, there's got to be something better. $11 billion gone. They had money for the homeless, $20 billion. It went somewhere. We just can't really account for it. It went into all your buddies' pockets, Gavin Newsom. Everybody made money except, for benefiting the homeless and the things it's supposed to go for. But so now, with all these migrants, and all these filings for financial benefits and things like that, the scam is on the migrant crime now. Now the gangs, all these people, from Venezuela's and even Americanized, white collar crime, they're all cashing in on getting money from the government for migrants who have been, walked over the border, and we're just giving them thousands of dollars a month. No big deal. We'll just print more. Scams. The scams are crazy. I'm watching TV and or something. Not even TV. I don't watch TV that much. I'm on my phone watching, and there's all these PSAs on all the scams. Like if you get a package in the mail and you see a barcode or don't scan it because it's going to take all the information off your phone. It's supposed to be a prize you've won. Don't hang around gas stations or women are most vulnerable at gas. It's good information. But the crap that's going on that most people are just oblivious to until it happens to you or someone or in your area. This is what the problem is. I always say, stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. It's easier said than done. I just said that to my daughter this morning. I said, when things go down, you think you could handle a crisis of being attacked or this and that, but you don't really know because you don't train for that stuff. Nobody does. And that's why our militaries and Navy SEALs, they train for that stuff. So it's not even thinking. It's just automatic what to do. When you don't do it, you don't know what to do, and you're overcome because most of the time you're surprised. And that's when you're most vulnerable. And it's sad. But all these scams and things that are going on, because of all the crime that's going on in our country. People say, or our administration, our current administration, says that our crime is, down so much. We don't have nearly the crime that we had. And I call bullshit. I just saw a little report that just in this year alone, and this year is not over yet, in the United States, over 256 police officers have been shot this year alone. Shot? Who wants to be a cop? Yes, that's their job, but I think they're having to really work overtime. For the ones that are still there, a lot of them got let go because of the old Coverini and Jaberini, and now they're shorthanded. And our cities are just getting run over, mostly Democratic cities. Your Seattles, your Michigans, or, Detroits and things like that. I don't understand it. Again, statistics don't lie. Why is it only blue states that are out of control? New York. Why? How is that some kind of coincidence? There's just as many theoretically blue states as there are red states. Hate having to use color, but it's true. It's one way to identify the problem. Somebody's managing wrong. But over 256 cops got shot in 2024, this year. And 38 got killed this year. 38 cops. We have 50 states. 38 cops got killed. They're supposed to enforce the law, but they're not supposed to, we're not at war. We're not at war. They shouldn't have to die to enforce the law. But they put their life on the lines, and that's what happened. But it's just plain sad because they have families, and that's irreversible. There's no going back after that. But this is what's going on in our country. Got migrant financial benefit scams going on. In the tens of millions of billions of dollars just going out because they're filing fraudulently and getting tons of money. And again, white collar crime. So anyway, that's our water cooler talk. Just a little bit, because I can get into it because the border. I'm going to do a show just on that because it's out of sight, out of mind, right? Out of sight, out of mind. If it's not hurting your area, you know nothing about it, and it doesn't bother, and you going, there's nothing wrong with it. The border's fine. I mean, I don't feel anything. You will. It's coming. It's starting to get worse and worse and worse. They're spreading out. You can't have 18 million people, and they're not all down at the border. They're spreading them out, and we're going to talk about that. A few cities that are going in flames right now that are just so screwed up. We'll talk about it. But anyway, that's where we're at. Listen, here's what we're going to do, I think. Let me just check. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff in the news. Here's what we're going to do. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I've made up my mind, and we're going to do it. We're going to be back in a minute. I want to hear from my good friends over at Clean Star Products with their money-saving fuel additive, DX1 driver, because it makes sense to save money. And I'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Tyrone Thompson of CleanStarProducts.com. This is DX1 Driver in the news, and here's what our friends have to say.
So I'm here to recap on the DX1 I've used. I put it in the oil and I put it in the gas. While I'm using it just for about 3 tanks. Cleaned everything out. I got every ounce of power back in my truck.
When Jared's truck was new, it had a lot of power. Then over time, it began to slow down. He got it all back with our DX1 driver program.
Something you got to see for yourself. It's a great product. It's affordable. And it blows all the other additives and esters out of the water.
DX1 driver is the finest oil in the world from a California environmental company. It goes into the fuel system and the oil. It's the only green grade product qualified for the carbon credits program, giving you better fuel mileage, lower emissions, and increased horsepower. So join the fuel savings revolution today. Go to CleanStarProducts.com/shop.
That's right. Clean Star Products. I'm telling you, folks, I'm sticking to this. I came up with this brilliant slogan, and I'm sticking to it. 2 words. It works. I use it myself. I've been using it. All I can say is it's pretty plain and simple. Take this little bottle right here. This is the size for a truck or SUV right here. You pour it in a clean oil change. Lasts the whole oil change. Then when you fill up your tank, you put one of these bottles in each and every fill up. That's it. And then just drive. I noticed a difference in about 3 tanks, maybe 4. But I could tell that my high mileage, old faithful F-150 was running better because it's a gas drinker. And I could just tell I wasn't stepping on the pedal as hard. It was just doing better, and it got better gas mileage, up to 10%. I didn't keep track, but I can feel it. And my daughter felt it when she borrows the truck to go get hay for her horses when she's running out and they didn't deliver yet. She knows the difference, but it works. Here's what I want you to do. I don't expect you to believe me. There's tons of information. Go to www.cleanstarproducts. They have a website, www.cleanstarproducts. And go to their website. There's a phone number down there. We're going to do better than the information on the website because of this show. I want you to find that phone number on their website. Call that number. Tyrone Thompson's going to speak to you personally and answer whatever questions you have. It's real simple. I mean, talk about getting personal. He'll answer whatever you have to, want to know about the product. I get it. You got questions. Everything costs money. But again, taking care of your cars are so damn expensive. They're so expensive. And they're expensive to fix. I was just talking to a friend of mine about the repair bill he got. So why not take care of your car for a couple of dollars and save gas? So then you're not spending as much on gas. Maybe it breaks out about even, but your car is going to feel better. It's going to run better. Talk to Tyrone Thompson. Tell him you saw it on the Peter G Show. And should you decide to order some of the Clean Star product DX1 driver, if you tell him you saw it on the Peter G Show, he'll send you 5 bottles for the price of 4. 5 bottles for the price of 4. It's a deal. Just for saying that you saw it on the Peter G Show. So do that. Go to www.cleanstarproducts.com. Find the phone number. Give them a call. Speak to Tyrone Thompson personally. Pretty sure he'll answer. And ask away. What's the meaning of life, Ty? How does this stuff work better? What does it do? How do I stop my back from hurting? He'll answer all your questions. I'm telling you. He's a good dude. And he'll give you a deal if you tell him that you saw it on the Peter G Show, all right? That's all I got to say about that. Hang on. I'm already my throat is already getting dry because I'm reading a comment here, and I'm telling you, I've seen the same comment from the same guy. He hits my page once in a while, but I'm going to put it up because I'm going to talk to this guy one day, face to face. Ooh, smooth. I'm going to put it up with this guy. Can I do it? Yeah. John Gordon, the prosecutor versus the convicted felon. Because I'm going to tell you right now, he's a lefty, and that's fine. I got no problem with that. I just wish you knew what the hell you're talking about. Trump is all over Epstein files. No, he's not. No, he's not. Yes, he's in pictures. When you're famous and when you're somebody big, you meet everybody. I know, and I'm not even famous, okay? I know from the upper echelon of law enforcement to the underground drug dealers. It's just a way of life. You grow up, you know people. Doesn't mean you're doing everything with everybody. But you go ahead and you keep believing this crap. But anyway, I digress. So you know everything. I wouldn't mind if you didn't cut and paste the same crap over and over again. That's all you got. But again, I'm going to talk to you in person. We will. Or I'll get you on this show. Because you better hope you have your act together. Because I don't want to embarrass you, but this is the same old crap. This is what I'm doing on my show tonight, is talking about people who are just they hate the orange man so much. I don't even care if you don't want to vote for him. That's great. That's what America's all about, Mr. Gordon. I don't care. That's good. That's democracy. But what they're doing to him to try to keep him from running is just sinful. They've thrown everything they possibly can, every dirty trick in the book. It's just bullshit. And you're one of them that buys into it, and that's fine. Look, 8-10 years ago, I was just like you, so it happens. But I'm not condemning you. I don't know you. You might be a great guy. You're just misconstrued, okay? And I'm going to show you tonight some of the stuff, and it probably won't do you any good because I can just tell that, being that you use the same stuff over and over and over again, at least come up with something new, okay? So anyway, it's like he's all over the Epstein files, which he's not. I mean, he's in some pictures with him. Trump's in pictures with everybody. He's been around forever. He's a fixture. I mean, everybody knew him. So what? More than anyone else, he's with that. He flew on the Lolita Express. No, that's bullshit. Okay, show me. And again, people don't. I don't even want to go into this. So I'm making myself upset. It's just so stupid. Several times in 1 year. He's got his own freaking plane. He doesn't need to fly on that piece of shit. Okay? He now flies around once again on the Epstein's plane, and he's recently purchased. Yeah. Where are you getting this stuff from? You're killing me, bro. You're killing me. But then again, that's why I'm here, to help debunk some of this crap. I don't mind if you don't like the guy. You don't want to vote for him, don't vote for him. But I need you to at least have your shit straight on what's really happening, what's really not. I'll remind you, all these people from The View, the cows from The View, and Oprah's and all that, they loved him. And it's on video. You can't deny this stuff. They loved Donald Trump until he ran Republican for president. All of a sudden, everything just changed. The narrative changed. So how does that just all of a sudden change? That's what I'm saying. Tape doesn't lie. It doesn't lie. So if you don't like him personally, fine. But don't give me this crap, okay? Because this is shit. And I'm surprised you don't have anything on 2025 yet, because we're going to get into that too. I got so much stuff to get to, and I'm paying attention to you. You're getting free publicity, and you're on Facebook, Mr. John Gordon. That's where I'm pretty sure you find me. It said he loves the smell of sex. Oh yeah, the plane. Dude, where are you getting this crap from? The phone records indicate, and you just take whatever they feed you. You just take whatever they feed you, and you just run with it. Different conversations a day. 1994, Trump and Epstein both raped. A 13-year-old. Really? Now they're tag teaming, huh? Dude, you're drinking the Kool-Aid, and you've drank too much. Fuck. You can't be that stupid. You can't. Don't you think the guy's a public figure way more than Epstein was? He's a president. If all that stuff was true, how come he got to be president already? And they waited, since 1994 Now everything's coming up now since he tried to run again because they're so scared of him running because all these corrupt people are going to lose their jobs and probably go to jail. But no, they're just figuring it out now, 40 years later, 30 years later, whatever the hell it is. Come on. I don't want to even talk about this. This is like ludicrous. Stop the nonsense. Hey, Lonnie. Thanks for staying up. Michael, if you're still listening, you've been a ghost. Hope you're well. Tonight, again, I'm just saying things that some people have a problem watching and listening to. But I'll call you out. And if you got a problem with that and you want to speak to me, I'll put you on the phone. Let you call the number and we'll put you on there. And then you can talk to me personally. And like I said, but before you decide to run your mouth, make sure you're well versed. Make sure. Because I ain't having it. Now, if you got something to teach me, great. I'm in. I don't know everything. But I do this because I'm trying to straighten out all this nonsense. And that's what we're going to do. Starting with, this is going to be good. I hope that you're all still tuned in because this it's lighthearted, but it's very truthful. So I wasn't around last week. I was in the midst of, I had things to do. It happens every once in a while, you know. Had to be somewhere else. And, but I missed I watched the debates, which to me was kind of boring. But I missed the after news and all that kind of stuff. When Trump started talking about the problems they're having over in Springfield, Ohio. Now, to most of you people, especially I'm sure my friend, whatever his name was over there, where is he at? John Gordon. Yeah, I'm sure that he's not buying this, and it's all baloney. And because Trump started talking about the problems they're having in Springfield, Ohio, where pets are missing and things like that. And a lot of people, because you just don't know if it doesn't affect your neighborhood, your area, your county, your town, your city, you're just oblivious. A lot of people are. It's just the way it is. But I count on the ones who are open-minded enough to go, wow, I didn't know that. Or to go, I'm pointing you in a direction to go find out if you want to go. Don't believe me. I'm pointing you in a direction. There's plenty of information out there to back it up. Plenty. Make up your own mind. I'm just bringing these things out because I do realize there's a lot of people who, I told you, there's a girl that I was talking to, this is maybe 6 months ago. She didn't even know Trump was running for president. It's like, how could you not know? But everybody lives in their own little bubbles. And that's fine, but you need to know this isn't, this is like crazy times. This is the most craziest I've ever experienced in my lifetime. If my father was around, I'm pretty sure he's going to say, other than the JFK stuff, this is, they had their Watergates and all that. That was boring stuff. But now it's modern times with lots of cameras. It's a different way. And you can't do some of the sneaky crap that they used to do. You just can't do it anymore. But they find new ways. It's modern day, sneaky crap. But anyway, so Trump, during the debate, opened his mouth and said something about the pets, and then right away, we'll talk about David Muir, and says that they have that's not true, blah blah blah. But let's open with a nice little song about the pets, and just something to bring us into our topic, because I'm going to talk about the pets and the people from Haiti and all that. All right, so I think you'll enjoy this.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a catalog of other things to eat.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You see that Siberian Husky took the lead? He had a lead. Don't eat me. I'm eating the dogs. I'm eating the cats. Speaking of which, when he was doing the debate with Kamala Harris, he mentioned it, and they just shot him down and said it's all baloney. That, you know, they fact checked it. Well, I got your fact checks right here, because the people of Springfield are saying differently. Who are you gonna friggin' believe? But again, our media followers, you know, like that, like to watch ABC, MSNBC, CNN, just like our my friend John Gordon, who keeps sending me the same cut and paste bullshit over and over and over again. Won't believe anything else. But that's his, you know, he can do that. It's his prerogative. But I ain't buying that. And here's David Muir right here. They're busting. I'm going to bust him right over. And I used to like the guy, but you know, they all get paid money, and that's what they do. It's like I'm not one of those guys. You'll never catch me doing something I don't want to do. But man, oh man, have I learned a lot lately. But check this out.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well,
All
I've
this,
seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They flipping cars in the middle of the street. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them. Like, and I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from it.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
And let me be clear, this is not about race. This is about people being given the privilege of coming here from another country and having no respect for our people, our land, or our life's work. People living their life here the way they did in Haiti, angry, stealing, polluting, living in filth, and acting like animals. These are not civilized people. Opening containers in our grocery stores, helping themselves to what's inside and throwing the rest onto the shelves and floors. Pulling off of the highway to publicly clean and gut the roadkill, lying there in front of anyone that passes by. Stealing animals from farmers and leaving their severed heads at the side of an old school where children play. Relieving themselves in public. Making some barbaric stew out of the birds that live in our park. This is insanity, and it has to stop. What will become of Springfield? Where will we be in 5 years? The thought terrifies me.
It should terrify you. And that's just Springfield. This stuff is going to start going on all over. And it's not cruel to say it. These people come from a different place, and they are kind of barbaric. It's a third world country. So then they come into even Springfield. That's like friggin' Beverly Hills to them. They walk into these fully stocked stores, just help themselves or whatever they want. They don't have any respect for this country. They know so little about this country. It's all just gimme, gimme, gimme. And then they have their own ways, their own culture. They believe in, a lot of them still believe in voodoo and sacrificial sacrifices. This is what they're doing. I have a neighbor. I just talked to her the other day. She works with a church ministry that goes, and she went to Haiti just recently. It's like her third trip there. I said, why'd you go there? It's so friggin' dangerous. They actually, there's gangs in Haiti that are doing cannibalism. They're eating people. I've seen it on the news. There was a guy, the leader, they call him Barbecue. He's like the head, cannibal. Barbecue. So why would you want to go there and take that chance? She says it's getting really bad. She's getting hard. Now all the church Christian groups have gone further out up into the hills, out of the way to try to avoid all this conflict. They have children. They're there to help the children and just try to socialize, humanitize the whole place and keep them from being the way they are. But they are who they are. And then you take them and you fly them into our country and just drop them off and start giving them money and to do what they want. And they're doing exactly what they want. And people are going, that's baloney, Peter. That stuff's not really happening. That's because it's not happening in your neighborhood, but it will be. And again, these are people from Springfield. You think these are actors? That was a cop. That was police on that last video when that woman was eating the cat. She killed a cat. She was eating it. Those are police. That's off of body cam footage. Come on. And I'm just telling you this so you'll wake up that this stuff is going on, and it's all thanks to our open borders. It's all thanks to what's going on. They're thinking that eventually they're going to get all these people and get them to assimilate to us. Why would they're not going to assimilate? Why would they? They've got it made. They do what they want. They don't care. They have no respect. Here's another guy from Springfield. Check it out.
So I live in Springfield. There's the water tower. A lot of people are asking what's really going on here. And I can tell you that 3 years ago we had a very large population of stray cats. And now they are gone. You don't see any cats. Our visitors are kind of violent. You'll see them threatening people. They've threatened my family with machetes. It's not a safe place. Most of the stuff that the people are saying to City Hall are true. If you put two and two together, you can figure some stuff out. But it's definitely not somewhere you want to be.
Definitely not somewhere you want to be. You had this neighborhood for years, you grew up in it, and all of a sudden it's just getting infiltrated with shit. Not by your choice. Your property values go down. Everything goes up. The rents, because there's more people now, everything is going to start getting more expensive because there's housing is going up. Just crazy stuff. But your life, the people who've been there, their quality of life goes down because we keep bringing millions of people in that have no culture. They have a culture, but it's Stone Age, and we just let them run amok. Cops can't do much. They don't do much, or we don't have enough police. All the above. This is what's going on, people. You can believe it if you want. You don't want to believe it, don't. But it's there. And if you do a little digging, you'll find a lot more. I could do hours upon hours upon hours just on this. Because now everybody's got a phone. If you got a phone, you got a camera. They're filming all this stuff. All raw footage, and it's real. So this is where it's really hard to say you're full of crap. But yet you got the current administration and the news, they cover it. They do not want you to know it because they know how many people do not know that this is going on. There's only troublemakers like me who are bringing it to your attention to educate you that we are in a world of hurt. But no, you want Harrison Waltz to come in because they're going to bring joy back into the White House. She's got no plan. It's all talk. I've never seen anybody talk as much as her and say nothing. Nothing. It just is this big round circle of like avoiding the answer. She's real. I don't understand it. She's pro. If there was a job for that, I'd vote for her. But that's what I'm saying. I've yet to have anybody explain to me why I should change my way of thinking. Because this is the first time in a long time that we can side by side compare one presidency to another presidency. And I'm not blind. And I'm not brainwashed. And I know you don't think you're brainwashed, because if you thought you were brainwashed, you wouldn't be brainwashed. But it does exist. I never believed it, but it's real. Because the Kool-Aid must have been really good. But again, I'm hoping that I'll bring one little thing to you. Even if you disagree with me, you'll go check it out. In fact, stay till the end of the show when I send you to the WEF page about the old Coverini, Jabberini. That's a mind blower. They're flat out admitting it, and nobody cares because nobody cares. If you want to challenge me, you'll stick around and then you'll go to that website and you'll find what I'm talking about. If I can tell you that they're telling you straight to your face that it was all a setup, there was a test to try to see who would conform, and you can't see it, and it's right on their own website because they're proud of themselves that it worked, kind of, almost completely. If you can't see it, then God bless you. You're on a path that, you know, I don't even want to know. Whatever happens, happens, I guess. Everybody's on their own journey, as it was told to me. We all can't. I don't want you to think like me. I'm not asking you to think like me. I'm just pointing some things out on your behalf to think with common sense. That's really important. But anyway, we'll keep moving forward. This is a black church pastor talking about all this stuff as well. Again, I get it from all over. I have to pick and choose. It's so hard. There's so much stuff out there. That's why my shows have gotten so much longer lately, but it's worth it. So check out this pastor when he's talking about, because again, until you understand, you're not going to understand. But if you're open-minded enough to give it a shot, you might just say, holy crap, I can't believe I fell for it. But they sold it so well. See, that's the thing why I don't dislike anybody, because they sold it so damn well, a drip at a time, and just over and over and over, everything, the whole propaganda thing from everything, you know. And if that wasn't working, they'd switch to something else, and within minutes, all the news channels would be talking about the same thing. And then when a couple of days later, that's not working anymore, they switch over to the next thing over and over and over again, beating it into your head. And it worked for some people. Check this out, this pastor. He knows what he's talking about, and I'm hoping that you will too.
When I saw the debate the other night, and I heard what President Trump talked about eating cats and dogs, I thought he had gotten senile. But there are things that people don't know and understand that he was strategically trying to put out. The illegal immigration policies that are going on in this nation is getting ready to reshape America like never before. And y'all don't see it because you got a corrupt media that won't tell you the truth. They are bringing millions of people into this country, and they are shipping them around to different cities all over the United States, and the media won't tell you nothing. It sounded crazy, but it's true. Yes, it's true. Because people don't understand voodoo culture. Haitians come out of Haiti, which is a strong voodoo culture. And the reason it's going to be a problem, see, they got you thinking race. He just hate them black folk. No, it's about culture. Even the Venezuelan gangs are bringing their culture to our nation, and they are taking over cities right now, and the police can't do nothing with them. So every time anything come up about anything black folk, we always accuse it to be about race. No, it's culture. Voodoo culture requires sacrifice. In other words, bring me an animal, and that represents you, and I want you to lay it on the altar and give it to me as a sacrifice. But in voodoo, you eat the animals that you bring to the sacrifice. This is what the media ain't gonna tell you. I got a Haitian pastor because we helped to build a church over in Haiti, and he has enlightened me on different cultures. Yes, they get those animals because they need them for sacrifice. They kill the animals, and then they are taught that if you eat the animal, you will get more power inside of you. And so they eat the animals, and demons are the ones that come on the inside. I'm preaching up in here today. I'm preaching up here. They don't tell you that in the media because they're trying to hide it. They don't want you to see it because they don't want the people to become alert to what's happening, where they're spreading these people all over the country. Springfield, Ohio ain't got but 67,000 people, but they brought in 15,000 migrants from Haiti that will change the culture in that city. They are getting people's pets and killing them for their own sacrifice because that was the culture in Haiti. It is true. And he was smart enough to put it out because he knew it would make people start going to talk about it and start looking.
And it is true. Amen. Jalapeno. It's true. If you take more time, a little out of your life, if you care, because believe me, if it was coming into your neighborhood, if it was in your neighborhood and your dog was missing, or all somebody's neighbor's dogs, cats, whatever. This is just one small example of what the hell is going on. What about they don't talk about it a lot about the apartments being taken over in Aurora, Colorado. You think that was bullshit? It's not. They don't want you to know because it's bad publicity, because it's all about like who's doing the damage, all these people they let into the country. We are going to be in a world of hurt. The cartels are in every single state in this nation running their own show, and they're strong. They're probably making more money than our government. Drugs, sex trafficking, child trafficking. Again, all the things you don't hear about because you're in a good little world, you know? But if this was happening in your neighborhood, then you'd be in oh shit mode and you'd be screaming loud. You'd be talking loud. But, you want to say Peter's crazy? Oh, poor, Peter. Oh, come on, stop. All right. I told you. I don't care whether you love the orange man or don't like the orange man. But I believe him more than I believe what's going on currently. I just do. And again, I don't care who you vote for. But nobody's giving me a good reason to stick to what's currently going on. It's not good. I'm sorry. I don't vote on feelings. I vote on policy. And if you're wealthy enough, it doesn't affect you maybe. But it affects a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people, all kinds. I have lots of friends. A lot of them live on the edge. A lot of them are really wealthy. It's your choice. This is what America's all about. You can vote for whoever you want for. I don't care. I mean, that's your choice. I'm just here, I guess, to make sure that the reasons you're voting are correct. Because there's so much lies. The lies on top of lies on top of lies. They've got you to where you're watching the stuff that they want you to watch. We're like Iran. We are no better than Iran, except our government isn't literally killing us in the streets yet. But I never would have thought it's like state-run TV. This is what it is. Hard to believe, but it's the truth. Again, just think about how much information are you getting about these pets? And this should be national news. It is, kind of. but it depends who you watch. I don't take any of these. I don't care. People say, "Oh, you're a Fox News." No, I'm not. I watch them all. I even question Fox because sometimes they just teeter on them, but they do. They push the envelope a little bit more to at least try to bring some of the truth. But they I hate it. They piss me off because they draw a line, and they're just liars. They're liars. They're liars. The only reason they're liars is because you don't believe them because you believe what is being fed to you. Just like there's nothing going on in Springfield, Ohio. FYI, there's a lot going on in Springfield, Ohio. Just be thankful it's not your neighborhood. But it's happening, and it will be coming to your neighborhood. The shit it's spreading out. You can't have 18 million people. They're not all going to be in one place. They're sending them all over the place. And again, this is why I'm so upset with what's currently going on over the past 3.5 years. We didn't need this. It's not only poor people wanting a better life. We are getting the bottom of the bowl. They're sending all the lowest of the bowl to us to get them out of their countries. And then we're giving them money and free phones and this and that. It's not all. There's a very small percentage that are those good. There's good and bad everything, but there's more bad coming in from every part in the world. Not only South America's and Venezuela's and stuff like that. They're coming from Africa, Middle East. Again, people, for those of you who question me, I'm not saying I know everything, but I spend a whole lot of time trying to make sure that I have somewhat of a grip to help share with you. And whether what you choose to do with it, it's up to you. It's just up to you. You could look at it and go, oh, he's an idiot. Fine, I'm an idiot. One day, I won't tell you, but I'm going to give you the look. It'll be the I told you so. And if I'm wrong, tell me. Tell me. We'll make a show out of it. I'll publicly embarrass myself. How's that? If you probably think I already am now. Yeah. It's bad because I hate it for the people that I don't even know. Because I can't even imagine having to put up with this crap, and it's only going to get worse. And again, our news. Taylor Swift. Everybody, go Taylor Swift. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I don't care. I don't care how rich she is. I don't care. But am I going to, because she's going to tell me who I should vote for because I like her music or don't like her music? What the hell does she know? All she does is write songs about bad relationships, picking the wrong people, the wrong men in her life. So I'm going to believe her. And if you don't think that the news just mimics within minutes nationally the same propaganda bullshit, I beg to differ.
Good morning. Taylor Swift is not a psyop.
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 This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
That's just one small example, because when they were saying the word weird, all of a sudden, every single talk show, every single newscast, that word was included in everything they did within all at the same time. How do you coordinate something that good like that? When it was joy, all of a sudden they made sure they wrote it in. And there's so many words. I wish I could have kept track over the couple of years, because everything from when, the Afghanistan pullout, there was a key phrase for everything. And when they had that key phrase, the news would mimic it. Every single station, every single town, city, state, they're just pushing it into your head, shoving it right down your friggin' throat. Right here. Just brainwashing you. I am Elmer J. Fudd, millionaire. I own a mansion and a yacht. Some may get that, some may not. But it's the truth. And as for Taylor Swift, I swear to God, I'm pretty sure that Taylor Swift is Napoleon Dynamite. I'm almost positive. I'm pretty sure. I think I have this figured out, that Napoleon Dynamite is actually Taylor Swift in drag. See, because I do my homework. You'll thank me later. Don't mention it. I just saw this last night. Couldn't help it. And it was, oh my God, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I stay up late, later than I should. And I was trying to go to bed, but I was working on things the night before the show. Believe it or not, I just don't walk in and have everything prepared by my team. It doesn't work that way. I wish it did. Someday. So anyway, and all of a sudden I'm seeing this, and it just more crap. And now some of you are really going to get pissed off, but whatever. Again, I'm just bringing the truth out there, and whether you want to believe me or not, don't care. I don't care. I'm putting it out there. If you're too friggin' lazy to get off your butt after I show you something, say, go look it up. You won't. It's been proven. You'll just tell me I'm an idiot, and that's easier. It's just so much easier, and be on your way, because you rather just believe what you believe. I'm not saying this to hear myself. I definitely don't need that. I know exactly what the hell I'm hearing. But anyway, so last night where are we? Well, last night I'm just about to shut it all down, and I saw this clip, and I go, oh no, I need this. This is Billie Eilish. Now, I like her music. And her brother, the songwriter of Billie Eilish, and the producer, and they're filthy freaking rich. Filthy rich. And this is what I got to say about filthy rich. When you're filthy rich, you don't pay attention about nothing unless it concerns you. Pretty much. You're in your own bubble. It's all about what you're doing. I'm not knocking it. God bless them. Love to have that world where I don't care about anything. But I do. Have to. And Billie Eilish, and so they put this little PSA, and lo and behold, when I looked into it deeper, it's brought to you by MSNBC. And then the more I watched it, like when I watched it several times, it is so friggin' scripted. They're reading. They're not, so it's like, hey, can you guys read this? We need you to do this. Here, we'll pay you this much, whatever. Even if they did it for free, whatever. But the problem I had was they lost me when I smelt the bullshit. And I'll tell you after we watch this. So check this out. Here's Billie Eilish and her brother, what's his name? Phineas. I keep thinking Phineas and Ferb. My daughter used to watch this little cartoon. Phineas and Ferb. Anyway, whatever. Check this
Billie
out.
Eilish, at 22 years old, she has 9 Grammys already. She makes music with her talented producer, musician brother, Phineas. They came out today endorsing Harris, posting a joint video to Eilish's over 110 million Instagram followers.
Today is National Voter Registration Day, and we are asking you to please join us in going to iwillvote.com to check your status and vote early like we do.
We are voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz because they are fighting to protect our reproductive freedom, our planet, and our democracy.
We can't let extremists control our lives, our freedoms, and our future. The only way to stop them and the dangerous Project 2025 agenda is to vote and elect Kamala Harris.
Vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
Again, with the 2025 project bullshit. I'm asking you. Again, if you don't like what I got to say, I don't know why you're watching me. All right. But you're watching me because I'm going to tell you to do this, and you won't. But I'm telling you how to find out whether it's true or not, because this just gets under my skin. I don't care if you don't like the person, the orange man, for a reason. That's fine. But I don't want you not liking him because you were lied to. And like they said, he eats cats. He's a cat eater. He kills dogs. That's next. It's lies. Don't like him for real reasons. Don't like him for the baloney they're feeding you. Project 2025, and again, I'm just saying this because it's true, has nothing to do. They are so scared of him winning. They're just throwing everything they can, and you guys are sucking it up. Project 2025 was written by over 400 people on that think tank, and I can't remember who they are. Again, it's been weeks. I did something on it weeks ago, but it has nothing to do with Trump. I mean, absolutely friggin' nothing to do with Trump at all. But because they said it, and they keep on repeating it and throwing it down your throat, and then you'll go and look, then they'll show you quotes about Project 2025, and you read them, and then it gets you more riled up. But what you're missing, the biggest point is, it's all lies. And here's why I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to say this for the 1400th time. The only reason I'm telling you is because if you're going to hate the orange man, I don't care who you vote for, but I want you to hate him for real reasons and not for fake reasons, because they have been railroading him since he came into office. Now, if you don't like him personally, that's fine. Again, I don't care if you don't like him personally. I like his politics. I do feel like we were better off, a lot better off. And now that he knows all the people that are corrupt after 4 years of being kicked nonstop for 4 years, he gets in there. It's going to clean it up, because now he knows. He learned all what's going on. He was kind of a newbie. He was trusting people's opinions and things like that. He made some mistakes, but I'm telling you, he knows now. He knows, and things are going to shape up. Should you decide to vote for him? If you don't, that's fine. I'm fine. That's why we vote. But I don't want you hating him for the wrong reasons. Hate him because you don't like his hair. Hate him because you don't like the way he talks to people. But that's still not a reason not to vote for him, because I'm voting for his policies. Now, if you want to know what Trump believes in policy-wise, go to the Trump campaign website and look up, just Google Agenda 47. Where's 46? Now I'm only. Just look it up. Just look it up. Yeah, 47. I was questioning myself. Agenda 47, he spells out exactly. Unlike our current administration, unfortunately, Kamala, if you go to look on her website, they've just been putting some stuff up there. It is so vague and just says nothing. This is what gets my ass. It's like, I don't mind believing in her, but nobody can give me anything of worth to believe besides she's not him. And that's not enough for me. I don't care if he's a hard ass. You need to be a hard ass to run this country, because everybody else wants this country to go to hell. They want to take it over. We don't have to be a number one superpower. Empires have fallen and risen through the centuries. America's no different. It could happen if you let it. That's all I'm saying. So that's why it just bugs me when people go, you're not going to like me because I'm still pushing that way, because you have not given me any reason to think differently. Nobody can. You just call me names. And I'm telling you, Project 2025 has nothing to do with Trump. Get that through your head. It's got nothing to do with him. Nothing. There might be something in there similar to what he's thinking, because there are some things that probably are like kind of okay, but there's lots of stuff that's not kind of okay. It's got nothing to do with it. If you want to see where he stands, take a minute, go Google Agenda 47 and read it. And then if you don't like it, fine, don't like it. If you don't want, help for life getting better and straightening up all this and having more police and having safer neighborhoods and better schooling, and if you don't need that, you don't want that, okay, fine, do what you want. But just stop with the project. They fed them this line, and these kids read it, and then kids and adults, because they're fans, are going to believe this crap, and they're going to buy into it still. And that's why I'm here. I'm the joy killer. I want everybody to be happy. I want to be happy. I love happy. I don't know if you saw this past week, my short clips. I talked a lot about being happy and how important it is to be happy. How can you be happy when there's all kinds of crap going on around you waiting for your number to come up? God forbid it does, but for many it will. So stop it. Just because somebody's telling you, you don't know them from Adam. They don't know you. You spend money on them. You're making them rich. And you're going to believe what they have to say? I am flat out telling you, go look up Agenda 47. It has nothing to do with Project 2025. Stop. The biggest lies, and they keep shoving down the throat from our president on down because they have to, because they're so in fear of him ruining their scams. That's all. I truly believe it. Look, they both work for the same team, if you ask me, but I feel the orange man will draw the line in the sand. I just do. He's not going to let this country go down with the people who are running it from the background. I just don't. And again, if you're wealthy enough to where it doesn't affect you, you should be caring about, other people as well. And kindness and things like that, I don't think you're getting it. They make him, they keep on pounding on what a bad man he is. It's like, okay, everybody's got their ups and downs, but I'm not going to buy into nonsense. We're not doing better. And if you are, God bless you. I don't know whatever you're doing. Maybe I need to switch careers. Housing, the market's all crazy. Food. I raised hell about paying $8 for a gallon of orange juice a few weeks ago. In Walmart. All the orange juice. It wasn't just a bad price computer thing. All the orange juices from Minute Maids on down to Great Value were within 20, 30 cents of each other, but still $8 and something cents a gallon. And then maybe it was, I think it was Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend. Maybe they jacked it up for that weekend. I don't know what it was, but that was crazy. And then I had somebody who told me maybe I need to shop smarter. It's like, how much friggin' smarter do you want to get than Walmart, for God's sake? I didn't just run into a convenience store. Because if I was at the 7-Eleven, I bought a gallon of orange juice at $8. Okay, I'm at a friggin' convenience store. Hence the word convenience store. It was convenient. See how that works? I was at Walmart. And I paid through the nose for orange juice. I needed orange juice. Because, believe it or not, broccoli does not mix well with vodka. I needed orange juice. It was the weekend. There was friends. $8 and change for a gallon of orange juice. This shit's got to stop. And it isn't price gouging, folks. It is not price gouging. Everything is expensive all the way up the line, so the whole food chain gets expensive. If you got to pay more for gas, you got to pay more for trucking, you got to pay more for machines to operate, you got to pay more for this, you got to pay more for that. Therefore, your product ends up costing you more. It's that simple. Common sense. But if you keep on letting the news feed you, God bless you. Now, I'm going to take a drink for this. Buckle up, all right? Oh. This is my friend Tim Kramer. He's got his own channel, and he does not take anything from anybody. And he does his homework. This is what I was telling you about from the beginning of the show about the WEF, the World Economic Forum. These guys, these rich people, think that they're Mr. Know-it-alls. They're self-appointed hierarchy asses. They've self-appointed themselves. Nobody voted them in to be the world economic. They want to run the whole world. They want new world order, one world. Everybody has to, we will tell you what's good for you and what's not good for you. I'll tell them, screw you. Who the hell are they? Friggin' maniacs, power junkies. But these are the guys that do pretty much have made this world go up and down because we're allowing them to. There's only a few thousand of them. Yes, thank you. Wait a minute, I'm getting a psychic premonition. Agenda 2030. Yes. Agenda 2030. That's a whole other thing that's real. They wanted to push us. They hoped by 2030 that we were all going to be in this new world order thing. And I say, screw you. Not without a fight. Not laying down. because they're not doing anything good for us. They don't care about us. Worker bees. We're just ants. But anyway, so here's Tim Kramer. He is flat out showing you that they planned this whole pandemic to see what would happen if everybody would conform to where they could get us to our knees. And it just about worked. It just about worked. So here it is. And if you don't believe this, and if you don't get off your butt to go look it up yourself, so that way you can tell me I'm full of crap and all this, then the hell, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I can't make this any easier besides coming to your house, sitting at your computer and looking it up with you. And that ain't going to happen. This is the best I can do. But check it out. Pay attention on this one. This one's mind-boggling. But this should wake you up to where we are at, to like, this isn't good, people. It started years ago, and now we are deep past our knees in this crap. Here you go.
Welcome to the 117th Kramer Says TikTok account. Yep, I got banned again. What could I have possibly shared that would have been so dangerous for the public to see that I can't say it, and you can't see it? Well, it was the admission from the WEF that COVID was just a test. It was all just a test to see if you would comply. They're so proud. They're so excited that the test worked. The World Economic Forum finally tells the truth about COVID. It was a test of our obedience to rapidly forming New World Order. And for those of you like Dude and DT Bro and the rest of you motherfuckers that are going to try to debunk this, this is exactly what the WEF has posted on their website. What you're looking at right here is a screenshot from the WEF World Economic Forum website. Their language, their heading, COVID-19 was the test of social responsibility. A huge number of unimaginable restrictions for public health were adopted by billions of citizens across the world. There were numerous examples globally of maintaining social distancing, wearing masks, mass vaccinations, and acceptance of contact tracing applications for public health, which demonstrated the core of individual social responsibility. It was a test, all a test.
You're watching the Kramer Says Project.
I pray to God that somebody or some of you are watching and have been watching these last 2 minutes. I pray to God that my naysayer friends that I still love very much, but don't think I'm just full of crap. I hope that you were watching that alone. And if anything you do in your life, go and personally go check that out. But you won't. You won't. It's too much trouble. You rather just let things come to you and be fed nonsense. That is very believable nonsense. But it doesn't get any more relevant than what he just showed you. And I mean, how much more of a catastrophe? They killed millions and millions of people. They had everybody locked down. Kids didn't go to school. They lost time in school. Everything was collapsing. Businesses were going down. Everything. That's what they wanted. So that way we could depend on them. Don't worry. We're going to help you. We have a solution. They were close. Almost. We're still not out of the woods. But again, they sold it so well that I don't blame you for falling for it. But I'm asking you now that you're seeing this to at least pay attention. If they can do that, no wonder what's going on in our own country with all this lies and crap. They're still trying to do it. It's all part of the whole thing. Get everybody to their knees. We just become, encapsulated and be under the thumb of our government and the New World Order. Here, we're going to help you out. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. But you're not going to get very much of it. And if we don't like what you do, we're going to take it away from you and then you won't have much of a chance because you've lost your independence. And therefore, you're at our mercy now. And for some of you who may have a few more bucks and think that, oh no, that can never happen, think about your other people, your other friends at least. Maybe it won't happen completely to you or take longer to happen to you, but they're working on it. They're working really hard. Pay attention to that video, folks. That video is super important because it's the truth. Let's talk about some more lies now. At the debate, this whole abortion thing is like a real big talk. And, Trump just said, listen, by the way, I played a video weeks ago that you may or may not know that they can promise, like she can promise that she's going to bring it back and take it back and she's going to fix it, the abortion, that the feds gave up and all that. But what you may not know is it's unfixable. Once it was given to the state, that can no longer go back up to the Fed. It's all political lies. They can't fix it, but they'll tell you that because it's a talking point. And then they get in office and nothing's going to happen because nothing's going to happen. Just like the student loans that Biden was promising. Nothing nearly happened to what he was supposed to do. And what he even attempted to do is, we're talking about, a grain of sand to try to keep his word, but it's impossible because he can't do it. But you don't know that. Roe versus Wade. Okay? Can't be done. Can't be taken back up to the federal, courts and reevaluated and taken back to where it's at. It can't be done. It's real simple. Let me see what's going on here. Can't be done. They're lying to you, telling you whatever you need to hear to keep them in office. They're lying to you. Once they're in office, doesn't matter anymore. They're already not, because again, this is what kills me. They're in office right now, and I'm sure you've heard it. Then again, maybe you haven't. But the biggest thing is, you're in office right now. You're promising on day one to fix this and fix that. You can fix it right now. I'd vote for you more if you fixed all this shit right now. You have all the authority to fix all this stuff. You've been in office for 3.5 years. I love it. I love the comparison because this last 4 years compared to the Orange Man 4 years, you can compare. What have they done? Now, they may have told you he did nothing, but you can really find out the truth. And again, the show is I don't have all day. Can't do but so much. But the bottom line is, she will tell you whatever she's got. This Tim Walsh guy, I'm sorry. I'm a fairly good judgment, not completely. Some people are good salespeople, but this guy's creepy. And now there's videos. In fact, I'm going to pull. I've been catching him dancing in dresses with horses and heels, and like dancing with ponies and stuff like that. What the hell's going on? His wife looks crazy. They're friggin'. I'm sorry. Call me crazy, but he just feels creepy. That's the word I'm looking for. Creepy. I'd rather him be a stern asshole than he's just, there's something really weird going on in it. Weird. Really weird. I don't trust him. I just don't. I don't, because I see what he's done. He let his own city burn down, his state. I don't like what he stands for. Trump's got no problem. The Orange Man's got no problem with gays. Okay? He's done more for the LG. I thought I had a video on that tonight, but I don't. Do I? Maybe I do. Either way, I'm sorry. So far, again, you can't sell me on them because it's all bullshit. And I'm telling you, please tell me. I'll give you, text me, write me. I'll put you on the air. I'll give you the phone number, and we will talk it out on the show so you can convince me, or not convince me, but help enlighten me as to why I need to look towards the current administration, because they haven't done anything that makes me want to even think about. She can't run a sentence. She did pretty good at the debate, but that we all know that how that went down. Take her off of the, there's no way. She can't handle a conversation. She's not a leader. I'm sorry. There are villains out there. Really bad people in different countries, leaders that want our asses. She's not a leader. She could be a bitch, I'm sure. But then again, can't we all? Ain't having it. People feared Trump in other countries. When he says something, he meant it. He stuck to his word. He didn't just roundabout. He didn't say, don't Just don't. And then they do, and we didn't. They know. That's why, these leaders, they want Kamala Harris to win presidency because they're going to walk all over us. They've had a great 4 years. The rest of the world has had a great 4 years, just not us. Taking advantage of us. Anyway, this is about, I got sidetracked again. This is about the abortion bill and all that. And they called Trump out on it. They tried to say that he's lying. He ain't lying. And there's doctors doing all this, exactly what he said is going on. There's doctors doing exactly what he said is going on. And here you go. All right. But what do I know? So take it from somebody else.
Rightly mentioned, nowhere in America is a woman carrying a pregnancy to term and asking for an abortion. That is not happening. It's insulting to the women of America. And
no, I'm talking about your bill. How late in the third trimester could a physician perform an abortion if he indicated it would impair the mental health of the woman?
So, through the third trimester. The third trimester goes all the way up to 40 weeks.
Okay, but to the end of the third trimester?
Yep, I don't think we have a limit in the bill.
Where it's obvious that a woman is about to give birth. She has physical signs that she's about to give a birth. Would that still be a point at which she could request an abortion if she was so certified? She's dilating. I'm asking if your bill allows that.
My bill would allow that, yes.
People calling here, how can I help you?
I'm looking to have an abortion.
How far along are you?
I'm 34 right now.
An abortion at any stage is actually much safer than delivering a term pregnancy. It's a 4 to 5 day procedure. The needle is inserted through the abdomen and into the fetal heart where lidocaine is injected, and that will completely numb the fetus so there's no pain. And then after that, we inject a medication called digoxin and another medication called KCL into the fetal heart, which will slow and then stop the fetal heartbeat. And then we'll assist you in sort of pushing in the induction and then remove all of the products of conception. We specialize in later trimester care. Our doctor is very well versed in what he's doing and he's very good.
So I'm not like a rare situation. Y'all help women this late in pregnancy all the time?
All the time.
All the time. She called up a doctor's office and they said they do it all the time. All the time. So who's lying? Who's lying? Trump? Or our current administration? Mamala. Last thing we need is a mamala. We need a friggin' leader, folks. They're all for themselves. And I know that they say that about the orange man, but I beg to differ. There's a different side to him that they don't want you to see. There's a lot of people that can tell you about it too. They don't want you to see it. That's what we got here. Yeah, true. There we go. Tony Green. Hey, celebrity psychic Tony Green in the house. See, she's a fan of the show too. And she watches once in a while. If they did this to dogs, people would be outraged. Yeah, absolutely. But no, we could do it to babies. But here's the problem I have with that, Miss Green. Tony, celebrity psychic, medium. They lie about it. They say that this isn't happening. That's my problem. It's once again, lie. There's no truth in anything they do. None. And I know that people are going to go, well, he's a convicted felon and blah, blah, blah. Again, he's been convicted on trumped up charges. They've made up stuff. I've seen so many videos with these rich, your Grant Cardones and all these real estate people saying that everybody does the same practices that he does when they're buying, selling, getting loans, this and that. Nobody has ever gone to court or been arrested or been indicted for doing what he's done. It's all typical practice. Just like when you're doing your taxes, you're trying to get your taxes down as low as you can. Everybody does it. There's certain limits. Now, if you're not paying your taxes, that's illegal, but he pays his taxes. But they have set him up. They have tried to dig up every single thing. They have a woman come out from 1990, whatever it was, saying he raped her in a department store. Who the hell goes into a department store at like him? And she couldn't even remember what she was. It's baloney. None of it stuck. Okay? They dragged him through the mud to brainwash you to hate the man even more. That man's got so much money, he can do whatever he wants. And then they got, what's her name, the stripper porn star, you know, whether he had sex with her or not, who cares? Who cares? The thing is, they tried to, it wasn't even about that. It was about where the money came from. Like, you know, he's got lawyers and people that work for him, and you're going to believe that lawyer that he had that lied, and they've proven him in court, and they threw him out. I mean, he went to jail. He's a liar, big liar. But you're going to believe what you want to believe. I guess maybe you've forgotten about Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky in the friggin' Oval Office. In the Oval Office. What about Paula Jones and Bill Clinton? He paid her millions of dollars to go away. It was on the news. Nobody says nothing about that. That's okay. But they're trying to put him in jail. And for the papers, for the, you know, all the papers that he's entitled to, all the secret files and things, he's entitled to that. He's a president. Every president takes home stuff. But they found boxes and boxes in Biden's garage. He wasn't even a president. He was not entitled. He had stuff at some university in their Chinese building or whatever the hell it was. But that's okay. That's okay. It's a double standard. I'm bitching about this because, again, all I want is fair game. If he loses on fair game. Judge him for what he really is, not what they're making you to believe he really is, because they have all congregated together and pounded it into your head. That's what they've done. That's what they've done. I've just played several videos. If those are not convincing enough, you need to, again, speak to me. I'll speak to you personally, I swear, and we'll figure it out how to really get you to say, huh, okay, you got me on that one, Peter. Because I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll take time. I got nothing else to do. This is my job. I got plenty of things to do. I don't want to sit there and babysit every individual. I'm hoping you're adult enough to understand. I'm telling you this with love. I know I'm a little harsher tone in the voice and things like that, but I'm telling you this because I love you. It hurts me to watch everybody be so fed all the wrong stuff so they purposely can intend to hate the man. Again, don't vote for him for real reasons. I don't want you hating him for stuff that is completely ridiculous, but you're buying into it because you hate him so much. They taught you to hate him so much. That's all I'm saying. And nobody's given me a reason to not to want to have Kamala Harris as a president. She came out of nowhere. They just put her right in. You didn't even get to vote for her, folks. They just put her in. They pulled old corn pop out and put her in. That's not democracy. That's dictatorship. Here, this is your contender. This is the candidate right here. Whether you want her or not, that's who it is. She couldn't even get 2% when she tried to run for president. She was the first one out. And all of a sudden, she's wonderful. All I'm saying is, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but explain that one to me. And then you just accepted it. You guys just accept it because anybody but the orange man. They bred it into you. They pushed it into you to hate the orange man. He's a horrible human being, even though he gave people many, many jobs. Gasoline was under $2 a gallon. Houses were affordable. Interest rates were at 2%. He had everything to do with all that stuff. And then Biden wants to take responsibility for $35 diabetic injections and stuff like that. Trump put that into play. That was supposed to take place. They pulled it down, and then he redid it to make it look like it was all him. I'm tired of the nonsense. Call a spade a spade. That's all I'm saying. Let the truths judge reality. I got one more video for you. This is the one for Tim. Tim Walz, because the guy just, I don't know, I just get a really creepy feeling with him. I just do. But no, I take that back. This is Trump, and this is more, again, Larry Elder. I don't know if you're familiar with Larry Elder. He's a radio talk show host from California, and he's a really smart guy. He's been in the business for a long time. A lot of respect for him. He's no dummy. But again, talking about people have given like secretly recorded recordings of federal officials talking about how they were just setting Trump up because they want him down so bad, and they can't because the people love him because of what he's done for them, and that they're trying their best to take him out. And so check this out. This is this is all whistleblower stuff.
This is a Department of Justice official. His name is Nicholas Biazze.
State levels are the Wild West. They're like idiots. They don't care. They're all political. This guy's probably going to try to lock them up, and it's going to be ugly. They're so obsessed with getting here. Who is they?
You have a top DOJ official talking about the two-tiered system of justice. He even agreed it was lawfare, that the Alvin Bragg case was designed to get Trump. No person has ever been prosecuted, he said, for doing what Donald Trump did in real estate to inflate the values to get loans. Nobody's ever been prosecuted. Letitia James, complete and total perversion of justice. Fonnie Lewis, the same thing. So these are three non-federal cases that this DOJ official was saying should never have been brought, and were brought for one reason and one reason only: to get Donald Trump.
Larry Elder. He's no dummy. He's been in the business a long time. He talks the truth. Again, I don't care red or blue. I can't say that enough. I really don't. I was blue. I grew up blue. I was blue, 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 down in my heart. Down, and now I'm not even red. I'm just common sense. I only got a choice of two, and they keep flip-flopping on the one side. There's no stability. But I'm just not gonna do it, folks. I'm sorry. And again, I invite you to help me to understand why I should do it. Nobody will. Nobody will. Nobody will. Nobody will. Why? Because there's no reason. Because they don't have a leg to stand on besides accusations. But they keep pumping them, and you bought into it. I forgive you. I love you. But until you help me to understand, I think that you really need to reevaluate. It's plain and simple. Tell me why. Don't just call me names. See, that's the thing. That's all these people do is that you're a friggin' idiot, Peter. Okay. Tell me why. If I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot. Believe me, I've done lots of idiotic things. Sometimes I still do. They're fun. But I think, I just don't think like I used to. You change. You get smarter. I pay more attention now. That's the big thing. I pay more attention now. I have to. I have more responsibilities. Just, life changes. We're not all 20 years old anymore and just floating around. So all these videos, they're all going to be up on demand. You can watch the show. You can just, go to the parts if you need to refresh your memory. This show will live on if they don't pull it down like usual. Here's the Tim Walz. Tim Walz's wife, she just looks freaking crazy, and he's another one. He just looks creepy. So you got creepy and crazy, but I'm not making this stuff up. It's who the hell is he? There he is. Okay, here we go. Check this out.
Bye-bye, Donald Trump. We are turning the page. 52 days and we are turning the page. 52 days and it is bye-bye.
Aside from the fact that this individual looks like a psychopath, I find it so interesting that they're talking about turning the page as if this administration is not currently in power. We're gonna turn the page. You guys are controlling the page. These people campaign as if Donald Trump is the one in the White House. What's also interesting is these people spend more time talking about Donald Trump than they do anything else. I was thinking about this morning. The biggest Democratic policy is hate Donald Trump. Even on their policy page, if you go to Kamala Harris's website, Trump is mentioned 29 times on her policy page. This is her policy page, and as you can see, literally 29 times he's mentioned on her policy page.
That's the thing. They talk more about him, and they talk little about what they're going to actually do. All they do is bash. Doesn't that make you think a little bit? It's like, again, they have to keep bashing their opponent. But if you had such a great plan or you were so good, I would run on that. Like, I was a drummer, still am, but not nearly as much as I used to. I was a good drummer. Now, you'd have to ask the people who've seen me play, watched me play, hired me to play, played with me. I was good. Still am. I need a woodshed a little bit right now, but the bottom line is I had what it takes to be a good drummer. I was a good drummer. Now, if I was trying to do gigs, I would be just keep doing what I'm doing because it spoke for itself. Here's the thing. When I moved to LA, I had a press kit with headshots and, you had like a bio and this and that. After all that, I stopped getting hired. Like I quit handing those things out. It was like for beginners. I got hired by word of mouth because I was good. Like Greg Bissonette, who was huge. There was people who wanted Greg Bissonette as a drummer to do their demos or their songs or their record or whatever, but they couldn't afford him. So they call me. Now, that's not saying that, you're getting less. It's just you want to pump yourself up. You want to say, hey, I got Greg Bissonette on my record and all that kind of stuff too. But they call me. And I didn't take that as a not compliment. I took that as a compliment. The thing is, I didn't go around saying, oh, that guy, he sucks. He's a shitty driver. His time's all bad. He's got no feel, blah, blah, blah. I just kept doing what I was doing because I had feel. I had timing. And if you needed flash, I'd give you some flash. I wasn't a showman. I'm not a stick twirler and things like that, but I have feel. And when it comes down to it, when you close your eyes and you listen to music, it's all about the groove. And I've got the groove for a white guy. Had a good foot too. I used to love playing R&B, but that's my point. My point being is if you're good, you don't have to bash. You don't have to be a hater. Your reputation on what you do well will speak for itself, which brings me to the Orange Man. A lot of people think that what he did in that, even being kicked daily in 4 years, he still accomplished more than a lot of people. And now this next time around, now that he knows the ins and outs, it's going to be smooth sailing. He's going to get right to the point. But these people, I can't tell you what we've done these past 3.5 years besides create more wars, disasters, inflation. Come on. I'm not going to deny it just because you don't like the Orange Man's attitude or whatever. I'm sorry. I don't care about that. I had a guy on my show last week. He owns a bar, New York Nick. He flat out said his business has been the worst this past 4 years than ever. Okay, never take the pandemic out of it because that was staged and, even Trump was going to have a hard time turning that around, but he would have. And he did more than, don't get me started. But the fact is, things are not going well. They're not. We're surviving, but surviving is, you need to do more than survive. Let's have a little laugh. This is this woman, she found her niche. I'm going to close it up with this. She found her niche. She does a Kamala Harris impression, and she's pretty damn good at it too. She's got the laugh down, but I just like her. I've played a few of her videos. I think you should support her because at the end of the day, comedy is, everybody needs to laugh, and comedians always made fun of presidents and this and that and people and stars, and that's what it's all about. But we have forgotten because everybody's so sensitive now. Everybody's sensitive and it's racist and blah, 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 blah. I love Dave Chappelle. God, I wish I could get away with the stuff that he gets away with. He does not give a damn. He's strong enough to not care. And believe me, I'll get there because I don't care either. But I do try to walk a line a little bit, but I'm not going to let it define me. That's for sure. But check her out. This is another one of her little parodies, and then she just she gives you information on how to follow her. I figure I'll give her a plug because I like her. All right.
That's my jam. So y'all know how they have those, white cups, white lids in Starbucks, and I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna say it, right? So they have those lids. And, if you're the only woman and you're wearing lipstick, I'm in that meeting and I got to, put the cup down, got to take off the lid, I got to drink it. Like, it's a whole big thing. And, so you know what I said? I said, Can we do something about the color of this lid? Can we do something?
Hi guys, Esty here. I hope you're still laughing, and I hope you had as much fun watching that as I did making it. I did want to preface this and say that comedy is protected under the First Amendment currently of the Constitution. We are a constitutional republic, and we stand by the Constitution. I also would like to add that I am not suicidal, and if you come for me, then you have to deal with God because I am protected. And if you want to see more stuff like this, please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube. It's MommyRN88 across the board. I am on Rumble, YouTube, TikTok, and of course here on X. And if you want to see an incredible mock debate, myself and Sean Farish are doing another one. This time it's going to be with the cameras on, September 12th. Go ahead and set those reminders, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And, oh, that was pancake batter. I don't do cocaine.
I don't do cocaine. She's got to laugh down. She's got a bunch of them. She does pretty good. Again, everybody gets made fun of, but we've forgotten about that. But she found her niche. So I'm pretty sure that's not her profession, being stand-up comic, but she does pretty damn good. Check her out. My name is Peter G. I want to thank you for watching Life of Peter G. The Peter G Show every Wednesday like clockwork, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. on the East Coast. God willing. I hope you understand. I don't do this because I got nothing else to do, talking about this subject matter. I'm doing this because I feel it's super important. Super important, okay? For those of you who disagree with me, I'm giving you information. If you don't follow up on it to prove me wrong or whatever, then I don't know what to tell you, because I'll never not like you, especially if I know you. You know, I'm not going to, we can agree to disagree. I can't say it enough. It's like but nobody will help me to understand why I should believe that I should go back to the Democratic side when I think they're off the rails. They're not my parents' Democrats anymore. They're just not. And I'm not going to stay with a party just to stay with the party. Those days have changed. Life has changed. It's over. I don't even like that there's parties. This is stupid. They've divided us. Bad. I just want everybody to have a good life. And the lies and the propaganda. I know it's hard to believe. Why would our news, they wouldn't lie to us. Well, they are every single day. And they've been doing it for years. They've always done it, but never to this extreme. It's bad, people. So pay attention, all right? I'm Peter G. I want to tell you again, life's a bitch. Try to be kind. I'm telling you, I'm never going to like screw you. You know, you believe in what you get out of here. I don't care. You want to watch, watch. I love you if you watch. If you don't watch, you don't watch. I'll live. Life goes on. I've done pretty good before. I'll keep on doing. But I love you. I want you to watch. Don't forget, if you don't have time to watch, Google Peter G Show podcast, put an earbud in your ear, listen to the audio version podcast. We're on 26 different platforms, all right? It's over 400 shows on demand. If you miss this show, you can catch it. If you want to re-listen to this show, it's really easy to find. Real easy, okay? Just Google. You'll do that, or you'll watch a bunch of TikToks. I want to leave you with the Trump song, the Eating the Cats. I think I liked it. Anyway, that's it. I'm Peter G. I love you guys. Peace out.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a catalog of other things to eat.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're eating the cats. Meow, 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 meow.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, divorced dad, single